Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Digital Titans. My name is Casey. I've got a lot of requests of late from a lot of people I've been interacting with, specifically students and people who are starting out in digital marketing, wanting to make me a video about how do you get started with digital marketing. Agreed, there are a lot of resources, agreed, there are a lot of trainers trying to explain people about what digital marketing is all about, but I have a different approach to the siloed digital marketing structure most of the trainers follow. If you Google it up, you will find a lot of people trying to teach you social media marketing, Google Ads, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, personal branding, etc. But at the end of the day, don't you think digital marketing is just one big umbrella and it doesn't make sense to learn these things in silos? But it makes a lot of sense to understand the fundamentals of digital marketing first as a whole than secluding things and learning them step by step or bit by bit. Especially if you're new to the market, you will need to understand that gone are the days when companies or clients want you to be a specialist in one particular domain, but they want you to be kind of jack of everything, which means that you need to have a proper understanding of how these platforms work together, because it's a cohesive environment, it's a coherent environment at this point in time, and you need to have an overall understanding while coming up with a marketing strategy. Enough of the serious talk, and let's get started with what I have in store for you today. None of us ever expected digital marketing will become such a huge rage, to be honest, and especially when I was working at Google between 2006 and 2011, I had no clue that digital marketing will become what it has become today. Digital marketing is constantly changing, and it's only going to get crazier and interesting going forward. The only way you can succeed at being a digital marketer is just stay in the game, enjoy the process, learn as much as you can, keep going along the way, because it's only going to get aggressive and more dynamic going forward. So let's get started. Let me also give you another interesting piece of information. The biggest reason that people don't ever finish their digital marketing courses, or the reason that they don't come out of the other side of the tunnel, is because they're so lost in trying to understanding what to learn first. They're so busy breaking things down that they miss the overall essence. So the best way to learn digital marketing, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is if you have a product or a service, or if you want to promote yourself, your business, yourself, your products, anything, if you really want to draw attention, that's the best word. Digital marketing in general is nothing but grabbing the attention that your product or service deserves. If you want to grab this attention using any platform whatsoever, using internet as a medium, that's called digital marketing. If you want me to simplify that further, the idea of promoting a product, service, person, individual, entity, anything using internet as a medium is called digital marketing. It doesn't matter which platform you're using, it doesn't matter whether you're spending money to promote this or not. If you are using internet as a medium to promote your products or businesses, that is called as digital marketing. Now, basically, internet is the heart of digital marketing, and if you can go on and on breaking this into different platforms, segregating them, but at the end of the day, if you use internet as a medium to promote your products or services, that's digital marketing for you. So if you look into the screen, that's why I've kept digital marketing at the center, while it's surrounded by something called as internet, because digital marketing effectively happens in the internet. I mean, using internet as a medium is what you're going to do all these things. And if you look at the right hand side of the screen, which is a square where it says Google, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Craigslist, OLX, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Now these are all the platforms, right? Irrespective of the platform that you're using, if you are promoting your business or your product on these platforms, it's digital marketing. Now, if you're spending any money to do all these things, if you're investing marketing dollars, if you're running paid ads, sponsored ads, if you're using sponsored links, that falls under something called as SEM, which stands for search engine marketing. If there is money involved, if there is any kind of monetary spend that's involved for you to go ahead and start advertising your business on the internet, that's called as search engine marketing. That's where I've included these, right? Now, on the other hand, let me also tell you another thing. Understand the basic distinction in digital marketing. What are the primary categories of digital marketing? One, where you spend money to advertise. Second, you don't spend any money to advertise, but you leverage on the situation, on the platform, etc. So basically, paid and free forms of advertising is what digital marketing gets broadly classified into. We have also looked at the fact that if you are spending any money to run your ads or to promote your businesses, that falls under search engine marketing. If you're not spending money, which is organic way of marketing, it's called as organic way or natural way of marketing, It could be you're optimizing your search results on Google. It could be you're trying to build a social media page. You're trying to build a Twitter page. You're trying to build your profile on, let's say, Pinterest, YouTube, Snapchat. You're not spending any money here, right? It's only your effort that's going in, and you're trying to organically build your business or your profile through these channels. Now that's organic way of marketing. Specifically, if you're talking about search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, AOL.com, if you're specifically trying to optimize your search results on these search engines, that's called as search engine optimization or SEO. That's exactly what I've tried to entail here. Now, there is no money involved, right? You're trying to optimize when people search for keywords related to your business. You're trying to make sure your business shows onto the top in the free listings that you see on Google or Facebook Google or Bing or Yahoo.com. That's search engine optimization. If you're spending money to advertise your business on any platform, it's search engine marketing. If you're only specifically talking about optimizing your search results in the search engines, that's called a search engine optimization. Now, marketing can also happen on social media, right? Now, social media is huge. There are people who became stars and big celebrities on social media. Now, you try to build an Instagram profile about, let's say, travel. Now, you keep posting travel-related pictures and keep posting travel-related videos that you made or anything that you found inquisitive. You started sharing that on social media. Eventually, you're trying to build a following, right? Now, eventually, people will start following you on these channels. It could be Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, anywhere. Now, the base that you're trying to build by organically posting content or making content is called as social media marketing. So, what do we know so far? We know if you're spending money, it's called as search engine marketing. If you're not spending money, but you're trying to struggle your way out to optimize your search listings on search engines, it's called as search engine optimization, which is SEO. If you're trying to build your profiles on social media platforms, it's called as social media marketing or SMM, right? Now this is where I try to be slightly take a different approach compared to all the other marketers and trainers out there. People say digital marketing is all about the platforms, it's about the strategies that you follow, agreed. But at the end of the day, it's the mindset. When you are trying to cater to people who are on the internet, you have to make sure that you develop an internet mindset. If you don't have a digital marketing mindset, if you're still thinking about sending bulk SMSs, or if your thought process is only limited to those models or modules, you're not going to do good in digital marketing because it's a different dynamic changing landscape altogether. Now, it's very important for you to get this, build upon this mindset which is specific to digital marketing. How do you do that? Now, nobody taught me digital marketing. None of my schools taught me digital marketing. You may ask, so how do you build this understanding of how digital media works? The best thing is to look at what people have done in the past. Try to get hold of all the case studies that you have come up in the past. See how Make My Trip is reacting to the COVID situation. How is TripAdvisor reacting to the COVID situation? How are airlines coping up? How are hospitals coping up? How are e-commerce businesses coping up? Now, when you try to look at these case studies, without your knowledge, you will start thinking on those lines, and that's how you develop a digital marketing mindset. Please pay more attention to this, and I'm pretty sure that you will come across a situation where you will remember this statement that I made. Digital marketing is all about mindset. It's primarily about the mindset. Your platform strategies, ways to execute digital marketing come later, but fundamentally you need to have a digital marketing mindset in place. What is a digital marketing mindset? How do you optimize your results with what you have? I have a Facebook page, I have a Twitter profile, I have an Instagram page. Don't think about how do I get those $1 million so that I can spend on ads. Start with what you have, build your profiles. Eventually things will start getting better. Now that's the digital mindset. So when you are in this mindset, when you start looking at how do you leverage what you already have, that's how you eventually start developing a digital marketing mindset. Alright, so let's move forward. Now, what you see here is kind of interesting to me because I try to put everything in one screen so that you try and get an understanding of what I'm trying to talk about. Now, essentially, what is marketing? What is promotions? How does a business work? The more people you reach out to, the more relevant people that you reach out to, the more are the chances of your conversions, right? Now, agreed that if you're talking about reaching out to people who don't matter to you, who are not your audiences, it doesn't make a difference. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to target relevant audiences, If you target 100 people, maybe you get 10 conversions. If you talk about 1,000 people, you get maybe 150 conversions. If you're talking about 1,000,000 people, maybe you get 10,000 conversions. So it's all about how do you maximize the reach. Now let's say this is your website. Now forgive my art, I'm not a great artist, but I try to do what I can. So start looking at this. Now if this is your website, right? Now this is the website that I have, and what are a few ways that you can try and understand who is coming to your website. Now when you are trying to spend money and run ads on any of the platforms, your ads will show as long as your money lasts. The moment your money is done, your ads are gone. You will not see them. You will not even have access to people who have tried visiting your ads in the past who came to your website. Now how do you make sense out of this, and how do you make sure you don't lose out on that audiences? A simple way to do is set up an email capture form on your website where people who come to your website, remember you're targeting relevant audiences, right? When this relevant audience comes to your page, if they find the content useful, they're going to leave their email IDs. Take those email IDs because those are the email IDs that you own. If you don't do that, your ads will only run as long as your money starts. After that, you won't have access to these people, right? So how do you make sure you make this audience your audience? Is by collecting email IDs. This is just one of the strategies that we follow. So once you have email IDs collected, now what do you do with those email IDs? You can send out emails to these people talking about your product, educating them about the industry, helping them in some, offering value to them in some way or the other, because they're your audiences now, right? So it depends on how you pamper them, how you nurture them. It depends on how many times these people are going to come back to you. It also depends how many times these people will talk about you, their friends, family, etc. So it's very important to nurture these audiences. So email marketing is nothing but sending out these email IDs that you have captured and sending frequent emailers. Don't always ask people to buy, don't push them, give them value, they will know what to do, right? Now once you reach this audiences which is relevant to you, you capture those email IDs, you send out those email IDs out, you have an email marketing system in place, right? Now that's some form of marketing. So now we know SEO, now we know SEM, now we know social media marketing, now we also know what is email marketing, right? Then these are the channels. You have SEO, social media, YouTube, search engine marketing, email marketing. A lot of people are coming to your website now. Now you're happy because you have set up something, you have launched something, you're promoting these things online. You have a lot of people coming to your website. Now you're beyond words. Now you're really happy that things are working out, right? Now when these people are coming to your website, you're sending them emails out, etc. So they're coming back to your website. What is happening? Do you know how many people are coming to your website? Do you know what are these people doing on the website? Do you know at what stage are they reaching your website and what page are they leaving your website? Why are they leaving your website? How long are they spending time on your website? It's very important for you to understand these things, right? Remember, if you don't have grades in school, or if you didn't have grades in school and college, you never know where you stand. If there is no score in a game, you don't know who is the winner, where you stand. You don't know where you stand, right? Now similarly, for you to understand where you stand, you need to have some kind of data in place. You need to set up a system where you can capture this data and analyze this data, right? You need to know how many people are coming, how much you're spending, how long are these people staying on your website, whether the money that you're spending, is it working out in your favor or is it working against you? Now you need to work out on all these things. So you need to have a system in place where you analyze these things, right? Now that's exactly what I've tried highlighting here. Now this is where you will start trying to analyze your results, right? Now based upon this analysis, let's say I have analyzed and I figured out there is something wrong with my website. What do? I go ahead and revamp my website, right? Now I've made some changes. Look at this website that you see here where it was all text. Now I made changes to this website and I've made this into a structure where I have made more information, I've given more information, I've added more images, I've changed the layout, I've just revamped the whole thing. Now when you revamp, your visitors are still going to come to your website because you're still advertising, right? Now when you're advertising, you're happy, people are coming to your website. Now you analyze again to see if that made an impact, if it's good, if it has become better. If it has become better, you will continue with this website structure. If it has not become better, you will again start revamping. Now this is where your analytics system is in place, right? Now you have an email marketing in place, you have social media in place, you have paid ads in place, you have search engine optimization in place, you also have a web analysis in place where you analyze, start making changes to your website. This is how you slowly pick up your Now this is how you slowly pick up and start moving forward with your digital marketing game. So in this part of discussion where we started talking about this like a story, we understood what is SEO, SEM, social media marketing, web analytics, email marketing, right? Now these are only few of the channels that you use for digital marketing. There are a lot of other channels. There is video marketing, there is native ads, there is push ads, there are a lot of other things, affiliate marketing for example. Now we will eventually get to talking about these things as and when we reach there, but this is how you start understanding digital marketing. Don't look at it like a subject in your class, in your school or college. You will give up on this because you will not enjoy the process. Remember, if you really want to come out as a strong digital marketer, don't try to become an expert because you cannot in this dynamically changing environment. All you can do is enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, start learning as much as you can, especially with machine learning and AI on the rise. Things are really going to get more dynamic and exciting. You can't become a master when your target is moving. You can only enjoy the process by learning as you go. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in another session. Hope this intro session to digital marketing made some sense, and stay tuned. If you appreciate this video, please show some love on YouTube on Digital Titans, and I will see you again in the next session. Cheers guys, my name is Casey. I'll see you again.